We have been watching on the life of these people for 7 years, and we are surprised and amazed at what we see and feel. Our next plot is about the rehabilitation center for the drug addicts and alcoholics. We want to remind you that it was created by a young couple, Vadim and Oksana Mazur. It is situated now in Gradisk. So let's watch our next plot about healing the souls. Come here, please, Toля. Please show us how you can walk with only one crutch. When he got here, he didn't walk at all. He was just sitting in one place. Then we started to treat him, massages and exercises, and Toля, of course, did his best to help us. Well done, Toля. Some consequences still left. Sometimes his legs hurt and swell, but not so much anymore. And it's very good that Toля can walk by himself without any help now. He's sure that he is going to walk without crutches soon. Are you sure, Toля? Yes, I'm sure. And also, I should find you a wife. Am I right? Yes, you are right. I want to tell you that it isn't a farce or a fiction. Vadim Mazur was released from prison more than 10 years ago. He had been there for 4 times because of the drug. None of his mother's appeals could stop him from using the drugs until he met a priest. I am very grateful to all the people that accepted me back when I got my freedom. They were my parents, of course, and some religious people that saw something good in me. I was a very complex man, and I'm still surprised how some people could get along with me. After Vadim left the prison, he met Oksana. She never had experience being friends or relatives with ex-prisoners. I will never forget when we were sitting on the bench in a park in Karlovka town and Oksana asked me, "How do you see our future, Vadim?" I raised my eyes into the sky and said, "Well, I know that some prisoners from prison number 69 will be released soon. I want them to come to live with us. Also, I know some drug addicts and bums that could live with us too. We will feed them and we will give them some clothes." And then I looked at my wife and understood that she was upset. Then I thought, I suppose I told something wrong. Then she said, "Vadim, I have another picture of our family in my mind. It should be just me and you and our children, that's all, nobody else." That was the beginning of our family. The wedding has been held. First it was hard for Oksana to accept her husband ex-prisoner, but then it was okay. When she saw first how he was taking the shower in her bathroom, she started to cry. One day, as I remember, there was a drug addict in our home. He was taking a shower in our bath and my wife Oksana was preparing a soup for him in the kitchen. Then she started to cry and came to me saying, "You have to decide, me or that drug addict guy. I don't want him to stay here anymore." And I replied, "How can you say that, Oksana? This guy is going to the rehabilitation center. He's going to have a new drug-free life." There is a saying, true love overcomes everything. This happy couple shows us that it's true. When we first met with them, they had a little son, Timothy. Vadim Mazur was recommended to us as a social worker of Kremenchuk Drug Treatment Clinic. Vadim happily showed us his first building of the rehabilitation center. It was situated on Horodska Street. Then we met again. Thanks to Vadim and Oksana, many homeless dying bums found a real home to live in. Our government didn't and still doesn't care about those homeless people. But Oksana and Vadim do. Oksana was pregnant with their second child, but still she came alone and took one of such homeless guys home. She washed him, gave him new clothes and fed him. A few months later, we visited this ex-homeless bum and he looked very happy. The rehabilitation center was getting bigger and bigger. Oksana remembered that when they just moved to Gradisk, they had no place to sleep in, and that's why they had to sleep at night outside under the apricot tree, and then during the day they were building a house, taking care of homeless people, and were helping local people to work in the field. Then there appeared a fruit and vegetable garden in their center. It was a real success that had approximately 30-40 rehabilitants. You can't smoke, drink alcohol or say bad words here, but you can and you should listen to the Word of God. Forget your bad past and try to accept and to give the love and the trust. There are approximately 100 rehabilitants in the center now. Not all of the rehabilitants can break with the past, but there is a Bible saying that you should save even one lost sheep. Not all of them can go through the rehabilitation till the end. Not all of them can satisfied with our services. Some of them even say to us some bad words before they go away, but that's okay. If we can save at least one of 100 people, then it worth the effort. And when you see the saved person, you have such a feeling that there are winds growing from your back. And now we want to show you what people with wings can do. The place of rehabilitation center can't be recognized anymore. There are newly appeared beautiful buildings here. There is even a workshop here where rehabilitants make furniture. There is a sauna with swimming pool here too. There are rooms for the rehabilitants for men and women separately. There are even guest rooms here in a 2-story building. There are 3 farm buildings with farm animals. There are cows with the bulls, 10 funny black pigs, few white rabbits and few nutrias. Who takes care of it? Of course, the rehabilitants of this center, ex-drug addicts, ex-alcoholics and ex-prisoners. They are completely different people now and they could find inner strength to have a normal life now. We are going to have soup with dumplings today. Here is bread I've cooked. Is your son here? Yes, he has been here for a year. I'm very happy that he stays here. It's a really good place. It's a place of God. I'm very grateful to Oksana and Vadim Mazer. They are great guys. I couldn't even think that Vadim used to be a drug addict. He's a good guy, God bless him. I worked with children in Kremenchuk. I graduated from Kiev Pedagogical University. Then I met bad people and started to use drugs and alcohol. 17th of July was a year ago when I came here. Thank you, Vadim and Oksana, for letting me believe in myself and letting me take care of their children. Zemfira Maximyevna is going to show us how children do know English here. What color is this roof? Please, loud and in English.
Green.
What color are the walls?
Yellow.
Speaking about the children, Oksana and Vadim Mazer have 4 children now. They gave birth to a boy and a girl. Vanya and Masha are absolute favorites here. Masha is around 2 and all the rehabilitants like to take care of her. This beautiful playground was made for these 4 children and for all the children that come to visit their parents here in the rehabilitant center. Do you think it was so easy to make all these things? Not at all. Of course, my previous life has left a mark on me. I had times when I had no willing to live or to do something. I'm really grateful to my family, my wife and my children that they were here for me. They gave me a hope. I had to fight more. And I'm not sorry at all for what we do and for what we have experienced. My husband is a husband from God. We had a lot of bad days here, but I'm not sorry at all. Because it made us who we are now, and I'm not sorry at all that I married my husband and that I choose such life with him. These people who I was afraid of before are my family now. All these alcoholics, drug addicts, ex-prisoners, they are all my family. Here they are not who they were before. They are like children here, bright and pure souls. We can see how a group of rehabilitants go to another village. They are going to guard the ponds. Can you believe that all these people, ex-prisoners, drug addicts and alcoholics, are hard-working people now, and many employers ask about them. And of course, many rehabilitants work here in a furniture shop on the territory of the rehabilitant center. There is a storage place here now. Here are styrofoam for the heat insulation of buildings. The installation of the workshop for the rehabilitants has begun already. Oksana and Vadim have seen a lot the last 10 years of their rehabilitation center. All people are different here, with different destinies, different characters and different mentalities. Oksana and Vadim had even to stop fights a few times. But when they gather all together to listen to God's word, they always cheer up each other. How are you today, guys? Good? That's good. Let's share our smiles with each other. Please look at Sasha. Sasha, please raise your hand. I see him in this new shirt for the first time. Also, he has new teeth and a new haircut now. Sasha, you look good. Do you agree with me? Are you sure? Or please look at Masha Maximyevna. You look very good today, sister. I'm also glad that we are all here together. Grandmother Ola, please wave to us. How are you today? Good, thank you. Are you crying? No? Is it from happiness? Okay then. Doctors say that it isn't hard to help alcoholics or drug addicts in a physical way. Psychologists agree with them. Depressed person can be fed with sleeping and antidepressant pills. But what about inner peace? Who will return it back to those who suffer? There is no answer to this question, as doctors think. But Mother's family has an answer to this question. It is faith in God, great love and hard working. And first of all, you should work not for yourself, but for those who surround you. When people ask you, how can you live with such people and how can your children be around them, I always answer, I can't live in any other way. Mazer is a local deputy, but he says it is first and last time because he is sorry for the time he is losing during their meetings. I can really help people every hour, even if I just say some warm word and shake his or her hand and let him or her know how precious they are for this life. That is what I want to spend my time for. This guy is faithful and dedicated man. He is tired of his last life just as I was. Am I right, Vidya? Yes, I am. So there are miracles in this life. We just truly need to believe and create them by ourselves.